For some reason, everybody I knew already knew what they wanted to do for the rest of their lives from an early age. But I didn't. I was always wondering what I was going to do, and I was insecure about the decisions I was going to make. One day I was an artist, one day I was a graphic designer, one day I was an athlete. I was all over the place and I didn't know what I wanted to do. It was a complete disaster. All I knew that I wanted was that I wanted to be of meaning, that I wanted to live a life aligned to my values, make money, and have a loving family. Although I didn't know what I wanted to do, I still tried to do it. And as a result, I have now found that what matters to me, which is to be a sacrifice and a living representation of those who lived the same life that I lived before, providing a path for them that they can walk on, that they can just replicate and work towards becoming the greatest version of themselves. So I'm telling you, you can achieve that as well. It's not really that difficult, although the journey is difficult, but it's 100% worth it. Now here comes the thing. Just because I know what my purpose is, that doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing. I always have to figure things out again. Because all I had to do to get to this point was to act on a thing that I thought was right for me, to act, to make mistakes, and to then learn that, oh yeah, this is not what I want to do, and oh yeah, this is what I want to do. I just continued to take action when I didn't know what I was doing, when I was insecure, when I was faced with challenges, when I was afraid, when I was broke, when I was tired. Like in the beginning of 2024, I didn't know who I wanted to be. I have put so many years of my life into wanting to become an artist that then suddenly that purpose that I had, that goal that I had, just dissipated. And I didn't see myself becoming an artist anymore. My values had evolved. I changed as a person. I wanted different goals, and I just couldn't see me being a married man, being a father who was also an artist, who was surrounding himself in that environment where alcohol is involved, where drugs are involved, where people go out at late nights, because that is not even the message that I promote. I reject all of those things actively. And I was in that life. Like I was working to have a career in that life, and that just didn't make sense to me. So I knew that something had to change. I had to change. And so I took action to quit making music, to quit going down that path of wanting to be an artist, and to rebrand myself, to rediscover myself. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I had already uploaded like one YouTube video. And you know what? I said, fuck it. Let's just try and experiment with that. I know that building a personal brand is something that can be quite meaningful because you can reach many people. And so I tried doing that. And fast forward 1 year later, I'm now standing here sitting at 600 subscribers. I have found my purpose. I want to be a sacrifice. I want to be a meaning for you. And that wouldn't have been able to be the case if I didn't act when I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, I could have lied to myself. I could have told myself, no, this change is not what I want. This change is only temporary. But if I analyze myself authentically, and if I look at all the things that I do and the way that I live, I just see that I just didn't fit into the character of being an artist. That who I want to be, that who I desire to be, the man, the husband, the father, the brother, the son, it didn't match up. And I could have followed that what everybody is doing on social media and just go for the fame. But that just isn't me. And that's something that I also had when I was an artist. When I was making music, I just never wanted to promote myself because I just didn't feel that need to put myself out there and to act in a certain kind of way that would get me the attention that I want, that would get me the connections that I want. I just couldn't see myself like getting more down that path. Everybody that I know that is an artist, that I saw becoming like known in the scene, they had to continue down that path. They kind of somewhat promote that message. So what do you do if you don't promote that message? Do you not fit in then? Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, for a good part, you don't fit in. And I didn't fit in. I didn't want to hang around with those people. I didn't want to surround myself with them. My core values were telling me like, listen, this is not for you. So I had the opportunity to either do something with it or to not do anything with it at all. And for a good part of my life, I really thought that I was going to be an artist. So imagine, the start of 2024, I'm just lost and really wondering like, what the hell am I going to do with myself? And I tried going into crypto. I tried starting a TikTok channel. I tried multiple things. I tried becoming like a professional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete. I'm not. Bit by bit, more and more as I took action, as I still decided to, okay, I don't know what I want to do, but I guess the only way that I'll find out is if I don't sit still and if I don't allow myself to just sit here and to look at my wall, to be like, and just thinking. Because thinking isn't going to get me nowhere. Like, you don't start walking by thinking you're gonna walk. You start walking by walking. You don't start riding a bike when thinking to ride a bike. No, you start riding a bike because you feel like you want to ride a bike. And that same principle that we had as kids still applies to everything that we do and in order to find our purpose. Like, it's really not that hard. The journey is hard, you know? With every journey that you take on, you will experience challenges. You will, undoubtedly, because you have to recreate yourself. You have to reshape yourself. But if you know who you are, if you know what you value, then that's already one part of that journey that is facilitated. You know, you will experience moments where you just don't want to do the work, where you're tired, when you doubt yourself, when you feel insecure about that, what you want to say, when you don't believe in yourself. And it's in those moments that you have to persevere. Like, if I'd listened to my thoughts, if I'd listened back then to, like, what the hell? YouTube, a content creator. Like, I had a negative connotation linked to that. But I just decided to overwrite those thoughts and to still do it, to not listen to that resistance that is inside of me, to allow myself to just take the action and see where it guides me. And I guess, to some degree, this is perhaps the thing that was meant for me to do. Because now I'm reflecting back on everything that I did in the past, like the most impactful moments that I've had with people, the most life-changing moments that I've had with people is when I went into conversation with them, where I was completely transparent and authentic about myself, that it allowed them to see a different way of life. And that now kind of reflects into my YouTube videos. To me, just being here, standing here transparently, authentically, talking to you, not holding any cover in front of anything that I'm doing or saying, telling you like, this is what it is and this is who I am. To having received messages and having been in conversation with people who told me like, whoa, this video, like that what you said, oh, this conversation, this is actually very insightful and I thank you a lot for it. And it gives me purpose, it gives me meaning, it gives me a reason to live. And I could have ignored it, but then I would have acted inauthentically towards myself. One of my values is to persevere. And as I said, this journey brings a lot of challenges, you know? Every time that I want to record a video, I just don't want to do it. My mind just gives me a lot of reasons to why I shouldn't do it. I become insecure. I don't feel as confident as I should be. You may think that I look very confidently in the way that I talk, but you know, it's not always the case. It's currently 9:27. I've been here since 7:30, and this is only the 4th video that I'm recording because I've just been at war with myself, at war with resistance, to fight the old version of me who was insecure, who was afraid, and to act authentically towards me because I know that there's somebody out there in the world who will value that what I say. Although I don't think that what I say is always as of high quality as I want it to be, but it's a journey. It's a learning process, and I have to keep doing it, and I have to keep taking action. Because in the past, I was a degenerate. Like, I wasn't doing anything worthwhile in my life. I used to smoke weed constantly. I used to play video games day in, day out. I used to put, like, my responsibilities to the side. All of my responsibilities to the side just to have some entertainment, to run away from the discomfort. To have acted authentically towards that what I wanted and to who I believe that I want to be, and eventually come to this position where I can, like, a bit more confidently say like, okay, I'm happier with who I am becoming. That I now have a reason to wake up, and that is to make these videos, to share this message, to inspire many more people. Like, I'm not saying that I'm like the greatest out there. Completely not, because that would be ego that would get in the way and will try to distract me. No, I have a lot to learn. I have a lot of things that I can improve on. I'm far from being perfect. So I don't promote you being perfect. And as a perfectionist who wants to do everything perfectly, this is like the biggest challenge for me, because I know, like, as I'm recording this video, I am doubting myself completely in every single way, but I'm not the judge of my own work. I'm not the one who should judge it. I may think that I'm not talking the way that I would love to talk, but still there will be someone, maybe you, who will get value out of this, who would bother to watch this video till the ending, who admires and who respects the authenticity. Sometimes I just think that I'm like this dysfunctional human being who just cannot fit into society. But I just still try my best to make it happen. Who still tries his best to like fit into like the standards that are presented right now, simply because, yeah, okay, I need a job, for example. I need money, so I will have to do that up until I can monetize the thing that I want to do. And to be more in contact with everybody and to inspire way more people. And it's a journey. It's a learning curve. And I have to do that what I have to do. I have to do the necessary. And sometimes doing the necessary is not necessarily doing the thing that you love. And I wouldn't be standing here if I focused on entertainment. Instead, I decided to sit in the trenches, to face my discomfort, to face everything, like to face all the resistance that is inside of me, to face all the doubts, all the insecurities, and to still persevere, to still go for it, to still act despite not feeling as if I know what I'm doing. And that's the thing with being lost. If you're lost, you think that you need to wait for an answer. You don't wait for an answer. Never wait for an answer. Find the answer yourself. You have to take out the lamp, take out your iPhone, put on the flashlight, and just start looking, metaphorically then. The actions you take will eventually uncover that what you want to do, because you reach a dead end. And then you're like, oh yeah, okay, I've reached a dead end. I don't have to go down this path anymore. I know that this is not for me. Okay, let's go down to the next street. Oh, this street is longer. Okay, you go down that street, you see, oh, another dead end. Okay, I have to take my left now. And you have to find out through action where you eventually end up. And don't bullshit yourself. You have to be honest. You have to be authentic. You have to be open for change. And change can only occur if you decide to change yourself first. So I hope this video has been of value for you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment behind. Let me know what your journey is of changing yourself and hopefully to find purpose. What are the things that you care about? Let me know. I'd love to find out more about you. So remember that you are 100% responsible for the results in your life. Make the hard decision today, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye-bye.